Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. From the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On play action, Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. The Cowboys come into this one still undefeated despite the one tie. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
From the 39, Prescott. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. And these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On second down, it's Pollard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 27-yard line. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. Prescott. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Now Lutz for the field goal try. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at the 31-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Powell. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score Cowboys 3, Commanders 0.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. He'll get this up to about the 44.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Powell throwing on 3rd down here. And this is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. 1st down, and it's Pollard again. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Pollard And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now here's Pollard. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it and catch it, and he gets it done.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are coming off the game last week, which was a very interesting game. And Charles, ultimately, it ended in a tie.
And that's difficult on teams because, let's face it, Brandon, they just don't know how to react. I mean, who does? Did you win? No. Did you lose? No. Because when you win, you jump up and down. Life's good. When you lose, you set your face in that stone look so that you show that you weren't hurt. I think it's one of those things that at the end of the year, you find out just how you're supposed to feel about that tie. Did it help you or hurt you in the standings? Then you'll know what you really should have felt that game. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
1:55 left to go in the first half of play. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw, Howell. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Room here to run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick, and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Swinging this out for Pollard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
First down, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Prescott. This pass complete to Pollard on the out route. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Beckham goes in motion left. To throw is Prescott. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. One last shot before the break. Howell got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Once more, Gibson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Howell down to throw it. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are even at 10 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. In motion left is Beckham. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Powell. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Deion Jones gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Third and long, here's Howell. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Here's Pollard. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.